Having my own woodworking business, I ended up with a ton of scraps of wood, beautiful woods of all the different things that we've built over the years. And just about the time I'm looking around my shop going, man, I really got to get rid of this wood. It's just taking up my whole shop. My friend Simone came up to me and said, hey, can you make me a cutting board for a wedding next weekend? And I said, sure, Simone, I can make you 1,000 cutting boards. So that's what we set out to do. We started making 1, 2, 10, 100, 1,000. Next thing you know, I'm spending $1,000 a week on wood just to keep up with the demand.
Success to us is just continued growth. We want our name around the country. We want to be known for cutting boards among chefs, homeowners, everybody. We want to be a brand name in the home. A big goal is online sales, again, to get it out in the country, but we do want to expand our storefronts as well. It's endless, I think, what we can do and where we can go with this. We knew that we wanted to be in a prime location on one of the main thoroughfares that people go to shop in New Orleans. And Magazine Street is certainly that. Other than in the French Quarter, it's, for locals and such, it's the best place to find anything, really, anything that you want. So that was important, price, location, and just aesthetics. We wanted to make sure we had a store that really brought out the feel of our products. And I think we just hit it spot on. We love our location. Never worked for myself before. I've always worked for somebody else. And taking that leap at first was very scary because, as a small business owner, when is my next paycheck going to come? You don't have that steady income.
Your paycheck's not just going to be given to you every couple of weeks, man. You really got to go out there and hustle.
A joyful, happy, fun-filled place for us as employees, owners, and also for your customers. Primary driving reason to get out of bed each day because life is, can be, should be fun.
Everybody who walks in the door to work at Swift is equally passionate about making the product as we are about using it. And so to find seamstresses who are skilled, who are also passionate cyclists, obviously that becomes a challenge. But it's so rewarding in the end because it means that we're all super engaged with what we're producing here.
A lot of our sales come from people seeing our products on Instagram. That's the way that we get people to know where we're going to be. We'll announce it on Facebook and Instagram.
And I think events, I honestly think that is our number one, is just being out in the public. Sometimes we're at events with 10,000 people. So 10,000 people saw our bus, right then, and we stand out because of the bus.
You have to get people to experience it. They've got to get a chance to taste it. And then once they taste it, or they might hear about it, social media is a great platform for people to learn about new things, new experiences, new products. And it's been a great tool for us as well.
I don't like to, have to worry about the money part and all that stuff because it's not the fun part of my job. That said, having stuff like QuickBooks, it does make it fun because it feels like a game. It doesn't feel like I'm looking at a bank statement or I have to go and itemize my receipts. It makes it as if they made it for us. They made it fun and made it easy. Now that I have the QuickBooks, I can easily get a quick summation of where I spent all that money on the paint and supplies and the spray mount and the canvases and the materials that I need to paint each piece. So down the line, when I go and sell a big piece at a gallery and they go, do you have any kind of accountability for what you spent on this piece? I do. I know exactly how long it took and what amount of money and materials I did to make it with.
My business started after Hurricane Katrina. I really wanted to be part of bringing back the city, helping my neighbors. So from interior demo and gutting and helping with volunteer groups, I realized demolition was going to be the first step to bringing people home. When you love people and you want to help a community, that's what people see. They see a passion. And so I didn't really sell demolition, I sold trust. And I think my neighbors saw that. My company is Demo Diva, and we are a demolition company in New Orleans. I think that when someone sees our pink excavator or hot pink dumpster, it's like a flower in the middle of all of this blight. Demo Diva is about women empowerment. Demo Diva is that you can go girl attitude. Everything is tied to the brand. And that's our mission statement, is that you can be an ordinary girl and do extraordinary things. I remember when I started a huge company here locally, I went up to him and I said, you know, I started this company, and he slapped me on the back and he said, good luck, kid, with a name like that. Once I had skin in the game and I said, I'm never going back to hospitality, I'm buying heavy equipment. I really grew thick-skinned, and if a man had attitude, I had it right back at him. They have to buy into the company culture and philosophy. And you have to see that emotional commitment in someone, because anyone can give you a job. I want to bring on people who want a future with us. I think for the nature of our business, you have to know the neighborhoods, you have to know the people, you have to know the culture of the neighborhoods. And you really have to have a passion for what is going on.
I was definitely afraid because I changed occupations from the insurance industry, not being able to find a job, to start my own business. And if you don't give up, you can be successful. But it was scary, yeah. You know, I had to humble myself and ask people to help me, and that was hard.
I'm really curious about the ritual of eating and preparing meals. And so I'd really like to either write a book or develop a show based on tradition throughout cultures of cooking, like who's eating, who's sitting where, what kind of kitchens are they using, what kind of table, what's the atmosphere like. And based on all of that information, coming up with my very own Chelsea Miller kitchen. I really encourage anyone who's starting out to really, come from a place that is purely you. I certainly think that I'm putting my own twist on it. I like to do everything in my own way, and I like to, have my hands on everything. It's really important for me that it's a lifestyle, that it's my creative outlet. It's how I give back to the world.
Back to Basics is a subscription box company and an online store for toxin-free and all-natural products. I had a homeopathic practice, a form of alternative medicine, that I ran for 7 years. So that's when I started brainstorming other ideas for how to get the word out there in a bigger way and how to have a scalable business that would actually spread this information. And so that's how Back to Basics came to be. I'd say the most challenging part, especially being a solopreneur, is every time I put my focus in one area, it really seems to thrive, but then there's only so many of me, and so the other parts kind of fall to the wayside, and I always notice this kind of ebb and flow. So keeping that balance and keeping everything afloat at the same time until, of course, we scale and have 5 billion employees.
I would rather fail at trying than not fail at all. The best lessons in life are learned the hard way. The struggles I have always are worth it. The end result, as long as you have enough belief in what you do or faith that it's going to work, that it either does or it doesn't, and you learn from that and move on. I guess when it comes down to it, do it no matter what. The best lessons in life are learned the hard way. The struggles I have always are worth it. The end result, as long as you have enough belief in what you do or faith that it's going to work, that it either does or it doesn't, and you learn from that and move on.
To really just challenge yourself and to make sure that you listen to yourself and not to others, and to keep a positive outlook. Just have nerves, guts. That's what it takes. It's just grit, to be consistent and to make sure that basically that they have a plan and they stick to the plan.